Universal Design Learning, Assistive Technology Tools and Access for All by Roderick L. Russell Sr. What is the purpose for this presentation? Hello everyone. Today I will give you a high-level overview of Universal Design Learning and how Universal Design Learning can help students to be more successful in class using assistive technology. In this presentation, I will define Universal Design Learning using both PowerPoint slides and videos. Using the slides and the videos, I will address the inspiration for Universal Design, give examples, and talk about the principle of UDL while applying it to research and real-world application via video observation. We will begin by showing this video about the UDL at a glance.
This teacher needs to meet a curriculum goal, and she's got a very diverse group of students. And so does this teacher. And this one. Most do. In fact, research shows that the way people learn is as unique as their fingerprints. What does this mean for teachers of today? Classrooms are highly diverse, and curriculum needs to be designed from the start to meet this diversity. Universal Design for Learning is an approach to curriculum that minimizes barriers and maximizes learning for all students. Whoa, that's a fancy term. Universal Design for Learning. Let's unpack it a bit. Let's think about the word universal. By universal, we mean curriculum that can be used and understood by everyone. Each learner in the classroom brings her own background, strengths, needs, and interests. Curriculum should provide genuine learning opportunities for each and every student. Now let's think about the word learning. Learning is not one thing. Neuroscience tells us that our brains have three broad networks. One for recognition, the what of learning, one for skills and strategies, the how of learning, and one for caring and prioritizing, the why of learning. Students need to gain knowledge, skills, and enthusiasm for learning, and a curriculum needs to help them do all three. But every learner is unique, and one size does not fit all. So how do we make a curriculum that challenges and engages diverse learners? This is where the word design comes in. A universally designed building is planned to be flexible and to accommodate all kinds of users, with and without disabilities. It turns out that if you design for those in the margins, your building works better for everyone. Curb cuts and ramps are used by people in wheelchairs, people with strollers, and people on bikes. Captioning on TV serves people who are deaf, people learning English, people in gyms, and spouses who get to sleep at different times. UDL takes this idea and applies it to the design of flexible curriculum. UDL goes beyond access because we need to build in support and challenge. So how do we use the UDL framework to make learning goals, methods, materials, and assessments that work for everyone? First, ask yourself, what is my goal? What do I want my students to know, do, and care about? Then ask, what barriers in the classroom might interfere with my diverse students reaching these goals? To eliminate the barriers, use the 3 UDL principles to create flexible paths to learning so that each student can progress. Number 1, provide multiple means of representation. Present content and information in multiple media and provide varied supports. Use graphics and animation, highlight the critical features, activate background knowledge, and support vocabulary so that students can acquire the knowledge being taught. Number 2, provide multiple means of action and expression. Give students plenty of options for expressing what they know and provide models, feedback, and supports for their different levels of proficiency. Number 3, provide multiple means of engagement. What fires up one student won't fire up another. Give students choices to fuel their interests and autonomy. Help them risk mistakes and learn from them. If they love learning, they will persist through challenges. And remember, always keep in mind the learning goal. Get rid of barriers caused by the curriculum and keep the challenge where it belongs. And that's it. Okay, quick recap. Show the information in different ways, allow your students to approach learning tasks and demonstrate what they know in different ways, and offer options that engage students and keep their interest. Universal design for learning equals learning opportunities for all. For more information,
as you can see from the video, universal design for learning is really needed for everyone, not just for students with disabilities. And the inspiration is behind it is for all students to learn and we as teachers must make sure that they have the ability to have that happen for them. We must make sure that they have all the access that they can have in order to learn. We must reduce barriers for our students, and we must give them a wide variety of options for them to be successful. Digital media also helps with universal design. It gives us versatility, and it helps us assist our students to be very successful with the new technology that's out today. Some examples of universal designs are students that have hearing problems. The 3 principles of UDL provide multiple means of representation, provide multiple means of engagement, and provide multiple means of expression. And as you can see from the picture, we have to do many different things to make sure we provide these for our students. Instructional method for multiple means of engagement. As you can see, the teacher is using the media board, which is a form of technology to show her students exactly what she's trying to teach them. Multiple means of expressions. We have a student learning how to properly brush your teeth with toothbrush and a small animal in which the teacher is showing her how to do it correctly. Multiple means of representation. A student in a wheelchair being able to use the laptop in order to get some of her work done. The central role of technology in UDL, of course, goes back to inspiration, and as you can see, this is a web of different things and ideas on what you have to use in order to make UDL successful. Potential of UDL in schools. There are so many different things you can do. You must tap into motivations, be engaged and give good information, do a lot of demonstrating for your students, and just make sure that they get the knowledge that they need. What does the brain research tell you about learning differences? With UDL, there are 3 differences. There's recognition, there's strategic, and there's effective. As you can see from the picture, recognition is basically what you learn, strategic is how you learn, and effective is why you learn. Summarizing explanation of the brain research and how it helps enhance diversification. You can just see from the short examples of supporting every student learning, and you have to be diverse and just be very flexible with the students. There are different things you have to do to make sure that it connects and make sure everything is effective and you meet your goals. And as you can see, you have the strategic, effective, and recognition goals. Central role of technology and UDL to address the brain research instructional implications. As you can see, the students are using technology, using computers in order to get all the things they need. Now we are going to a video on CAST to show about we're going to demonstrate UDL through CAST, book builders, curriculum self-checks, UDL additions. There's just 3 other. Also the UDL guidelines, UDL online modules, strategy tools. There's just some of what you can get from the CAST. As you can see, this is the UDL CAST book builder, and like it says, use the site to create, sharp, publish, and read digital books that engage and support diverse learning according to their individual needs, interests, and skills. You can also create accounts, and you can also go into this anytime you need to get a different perspective of UDL. The UDL curriculum self-check. It says use the site to help you apply UDL principles in your teaching to reach and engage all of your students. The goal of UDL is to enable all individuals to gain knowledge, skills, enthusiasm for learning. Check your curriculum. You can go over to the UDL. It says UDL methods, UDL goals, UDL materials, and UDL assessment, and explore resources, which you can go into and find different resources to help you with state standards and goals, methods, material assessments, and etc. And the last one that we will look at is the UDL lesson builder. And as we go into it, it just says, CAST create and adapt lessons to increase access and participation in the general education curriculum for all students. And that's pretty much for the 3 CAST UDL outlines. And how can my school implement universal design? And as you can see, you have to do the learning, and you have to be physical, social, learner central, flexible, collaborative, and just all those things to help to get into your school. As you can see, the concept of universal design is simple, but it takes vision for it to be implemented correctly. I'll leave you with a video clip of how this is being done in today's classroom. In this video, you will see how including children with disabilities in regular classrooms fits all.
We also have an awesome responsibility to the administrators and the teachers from the district staff to see that they are totally supported with the resources and our time and energy to help them as they're dealing with children with special needs.
For us at Glen Springs, our inclusion project works, I think, because of the spirit and attitudes of our teachers. In particular, this works well in our Project Friends classroom. This is a multi-age classroom, multi-graded, kindergarten through 2nd grade, where kids are blended together. The blending of those children together makes it a quite natural environment for including children of all ages as well as disabilities.
Our speech therapist told us about the Project Friends, the multi-age group at Glen Springs, and so I came here and looked at the program and I said, this is a wonderful, wonderful place to be.
This is my presentation for using UDL in the classroom, and thank you very much.